Hello my cakesters, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Kimmy Cakes. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Follow me on all socials at _Kimmerda_, and let's get straight into the video. So the very first thing I want to say is congrats. From the moment y'all watch that video here, it means you've been accepted for the work and travel program or you're planning to go on it. So that's a huge step. Congrats. As a past work and travel girly, persons have been asking me a lot of questions about the work and travel program because they're either planning on going or they saw my work and travel experience and decided to go on the program. So I'm finally here with a video. I did 2 TikToks, but obviously never enough food, no? So I'm doing a big YouTube video for you guys. So comment down below a pink heart. Yeah, a pink heart. That's not gonna be like a secret, a pink heart. Let's get straight into the video. So the very first question is where to book flights. Because remember, we go through the process already. We know what is work and travel. We're now getting our visas and going on the plane. But we're not reach on the plane yet because we want to find out where to book the tickets. So for me personally, I've used Skyscanner before. Never had an issue with them. The only thing that I hear that are happening to persons is that them either book with Skyscanner and them have either pay for them luggage or something of that sort. But for most cases, you normally get your first bag free, if I'm being very honest. So for me, that wasn't an issue, but I highly recommend Skyscanner. For Skyscanner now, it's a third party. Here it says third party. So they're the ones that are getting all your points. So if you're somebody who really care about points, highly recommend booking it from the direct person. But if you go for work and travel, you know, so you go way up at one part, you go countryside. It's rare that you actually get to go in the city. If you're going in the city, kudos to you, but save the coins because city life expensive. So if you're going up in the country, you know that you're going to more likely have a connected flight. So that hard if you get a JetBlue for good there. So worse when you go up the part there. Worse when you go up north. If you're gonna go to South Carolina, I think it's much easier. But if you're gonna go Utah, Idaho, Alaska, Colorado, those are a lot of connected flights, so you can use Skyscanner. I got my tickets when I purchased it early April. I got it for like $400 and that was pretty good because I was traveling for 16 hours and I was going all the way up to Idaho. So from Jamaica to Idaho. So I went to Jamaica, Atlanta, then from Atlanta to Utah, then from Utah to Idaho. No, from Utah to, Utah is Salt Lake, yeah. So I went from Utah to Idaho. So that's 3 different flights. And it was $400. First, if you're pretty levels, if you go Miami, you probably pay $300 to $400. So use Skyscanner, guys. It's very effective. I actually used it and like it. So if you're looking for flights, use Skyscanner. They say that it's best to book your flights on Tuesdays and I think Wednesdays in the late hours. I believe it's true because I'm currently looking for flights. And when I look on those days, it was mad cheap. And when I go back on some other days, it was pretty expensive. So you can definitely use Skyscanner, put your airport that you're leaving from, whether Kingston or Mobile, and then you put your final destination. Make sure that it's one way because it's pretty cost effective, because you don't know if one you're going to have a good summer and one broth after at a next day, which is good, or if it's a case where your first job don't work out because you're not getting enough hours and you want to move. Yes, you can do that. If you're not getting enough hours and there's a next job available with your friend there, you can make them get an employment letter for you and they transfer you. Yeah, because a lot of times persons feel as if they have to stay at the place that they chose because of this didn't put them. No, if it's not working out, you can always request a transfer once you get an employment letter. Yeah, so that's it for flights. On to what you need to pack. This is really dependent on your destination. So if you're going to go somewhere cold, you know what to do. If you're going to go somewhere warm, you know what to do. Start off with Alaska, Colorado, Idaho, those places up north. I'd highly recommend getting a jacket. Not a sweater, you know, a jacket. You know, the thick snow jackets, as Jamaican when they used to cold. So as we go cold blow up our way, we feel like we are freeze to death and those places are extremely cold. I went with just a sweater and I'll tell you, say, straight on the thrift store and we go the next morning and get an actual jacket, like a snow jacket. You know, we get a big one, them, because them will laugh after you, know, because somebody, they have a big jacket, you know, so laugh after the girl, you know. I remember say if you're coming in May to June, some of them still have a little to no snow, but the temperature still cold, if you get what I say. So carry a big jacket, not too extra big, no, but like a nice size jacket. And the crazy thing is they don't necessarily have to buy it when you're going up. You can buy it when you reach. You can go on thrift store and get it for like $10 versus going on an expensive site and I pay $50 and $80 and them money there. You don't have to do that. Those probably thrift it when you go up. So I highly recommend getting socks, belts. I think once you're at work, everyone does always have a pair of black belts because you don't know if you're going to use it for your second job or your main job. Luckily for where I was, we got everything. Everything. The only thing we have to bring are shoes. That was the time. The only thing we had to bring shoes. But it's not everywhere stays, so you get me. So walk with your black belt. Sometimes they recommend you to walk with a pair of black pants just in case the employer doesn't give that to you. But oftentimes in a contract, they let you know if you're going to get it or not. But sometimes they don't. So it's good to walk with a black pants and a black pair of jeans just in case you get a second job. Because second jobs oftentimes when I get uniform, unless it's a McDonald's or Walmart or somewhere that is restaurant to provide you with uniform. But 9 out of 10 times, you just wear black pants. So walk with your socks, your belts, your black pants. Where is the need for pack? The next thing is just for fun, pack a bad suit. 9 out of 10 times the resort have a pool that lets you have access when you can. So whenever you have a day off and you want to go by the pool, especially if the season slow, because last year was mad slow. I went to the pool so often, it was a mad slow. Interesting, I have a bikini. Interesting, I walk with pair of tights. Just in case you need to do that long walk in there. Walk with your comfortable clothes. For PJs, you're sharing room with persons. I highly recommend getting some long sleeve if you're going to go in a cold place. Oftentimes, room them have AC, so get long sleeve. If you want to wear little short shorts, you wear them to both. Wear clothes to bed, guys, because you're going in a shared space. Wear clothes, guy, your bed. Don't make nobody can touch you in your sleep. Mama said they are foreign and anything can happen. Don't put yourself in that predicament. So wear proper sleepwear to bed. So for me, I wear mostly like long sleeve PJs because the AC, of course. And I'm a little time I'm put some little short shorts, but it's a girl and my roommate. Still I'm noir. But just to be on the safe side, ensure that you wear proper clothes to bed. So if we look on the level still, you know, I kind of feel like, except for the cold side, we're kind of done with sheer. Oh, that one here, an umbrella. I don't know, but like, there's always a part of the summer, like close to July, August, that it does rains. Like, every day it does rain where I was. But apparently I think up there as well, like up north, it rains. So when I go thrift store, I can buy like an umbrella, you know. So when you go work, you know, soaking with it, have a look at umbrella. Yeah, I think that's it for up north. If you're going to go to the South Carolina, the New York, those places are a little bit warmer. So see, even that top here, I have on, you can go and you can get one and wear. I could wear this top until like around August, where I was, if I'm being very honest. I could wear it till August because the place was still chilly. But if you're going to North Carolina, South Carolina, those type of place, you can wear your Jamaican stuff. And of course, always walk with that jacket because the weather overseas is very unpredictable. And use up your weather app. Use up your weather app. Whatever them tell us, I go on, it's gonna happen. Best believe. If they tell us it's gonna hail at 2 o'clock, the hail is gonna start at 1:59. Like, everything over there is more accurate. So ensure that you walk with like Jamaican type of clothes. If you go South Carolina, New York, Maryland, them little place that where them kind of have similar climate, so you don't have to really worry about that. But always remember to walk with a belt, socks, and a pair of black pants. A pair of black pants? No, not regular type of pants. You know, pair of pants. Just walk with a black pants, and you can walk with a white shirt as well, but no long white shirt just in case you get a second job and your uniform already, you have something to wear. So that's it when it comes on to clothes. Let me go back in my notes to see if I covered everything. As you know, once we had a sit-down video, we'll have a look at notebook. Okay, the next thing is what to do when you arrive in the US. The very first thing I want you to do when you arrive in the US, let your agency know that you're in the US safe and sound. I have to do a check-in every month to let them know the condition of where I'm living, how I'm being treated, what kind of cultural experience am I experiencing, is there any racism present, is there anything that the employer said that I'd get that I'm not getting. Like, I had to do that every single mountain. But as soon as I arrive in the US, and if you met the people them know say reach. Cause I must say, anything I'm want to land in the US, they are basically your parents. You see, the Jamaican agency, them can't do nothing really once you go overseas, and the Bridge US and the CREE, because those are the persons that they get the contract from. Once you're reaching at the US, are them in charge of you. So you make the people them know say reach. You can make your local agent know as well that you are arrived and you're good and the house is looking how it's supposed to look and all of that. The next thing that you do is, for me, it was pretty simple. As soon as I let my employer know that I was there, I actually emailed my employer a couple weeks before I arrived to let them know that, okay, I'm coming on this day so they can have my room ready for me. Somebody actually asked me on TikTok Live if they can arrive 5 days before the actual start date. Yes, you can. You can actually arrive 30 days before your start date. And I don't know if this changed because last year I was hearing a lot of mixed feelings on it. But you can also leave 30 days after your end date. So would I recommend using the full 30? Use 2 weeks. I had to move you guys because the sun was very hot. So it made the camera couldn't function. But let's get back into it. So I'd recommend spending just 2 weeks extra. Do not overdo it and do the whole entire month. So if you're going to arrive before you start there, which I highly recommend, because one, it gives you time to actually explore. It gives you a good time for consume the environment. You know, just go work. And it allows you to know where the places are, what to do. It gives you time for get second job and those type of stuff. So don't actually arrive on your start day or the day before your start day. I would highly recommend arriving at least 5 days before your start date or a week. Yes, you're going to still be requested to pay the rent for the week that you arrive. For me, it was pretty simple. I just made them take it out of my pay. But if it's one that needs a deposit before, I would rethink it because I know that's a lot of money. But me recommend arriving at least 7 days before so you can explore, get to understand it. So you know when everybody else are lost, you feel like a pro in the place because you come a little earlier, so you do a little exploring and all of that. So after you arrive and soaking now, I'd recommend letting your employer know that, hey, it's my first time, as you guys know, because I'm already on the system and I want to go ahead and get my social security. When is the process for us to get our social security? Social security is very important. Don't make them tell you about it in a season. Don't make them tell you so you're not going to get till July. Because if you go July, you're not going to get it until September. And more likely you're going to leave them time there because you're there from May. And they'll still be taking tax out of it. Sorry for the angle change again. The battery died. little chaotic video, right? The fact that I'm in my car already scream chaotic, right? As I was saying, the next thing that you do is to let your employer know that it's your first time on the program, which 9 out of 10 times them already know. But you ask them politely, so when are we going to sort out our social security? Because social security is very important, very important. I know persons that they may get no tax return because of this, like they haven't gotten any form of tax return. Simple because one, them employees take too long to sort out them social security, and bear in mind they were paying tax. Like you cannot owe Uncle Sam, you just cannot. So they were still paying tax on all of it. However, their employer did not sort out their social security number and then they give them a temp number. Guys, I repeat, do not take a temporary social security number from your employer. Do not. The moment they're giving you that, do not accept it. It's when you accept a temp, your temp cannot use file tax. I remember I said tax I filed January, and you come in your yard September, early October. So do not accept a temporary social security because once you take that, it's like your mind now remember say, hey, I'm supposed to actually get the real one. So you're not remember in excess. Like it does not remember. So ensure that you're on your employer's case politely, respectfully about your social security number. That is super important. So ensure you up on them case for that. Let's say get it. Actually, some banks will not let you open an account unless you have a social security. For example, Wells Fargo, Chase, and I think Bank of America. Once you don't have a social security, you cannot open those accounts. So we're going to touch on the topic of what banks to open. So I know the Jamaican them. So the Jamaican them, if you got foreign, you don't have a TD bank, a Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. You know, say nothing. Listen, I've been filing tax for the very first time this year, and I must say, I did, I think, 30 persons, and 25, no, not 25, 5 out of the 30 had problems. When I tell you problems, because they had Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and TD Bank. You see them 4 bank them? Don't make them be your only bank. Man, I say you can't get the bank, you know. You can get the bank, however, do not let it be your only bank. You see, the moment it's the only bank, them time they're in a big problem. Sir and madam, them time they're in a big problem, because oftentimes as soon as you reach in Jamaica, the account will work up until December. And you see January, February, March, that you're supposed to get that tax return Pookie. The people them decide to say them lock your accounts. And sometimes they lock your account for the silliest things. I had someone that they closed them account because they buy too much stuff by Shein. They're not asking no Shein refund, you know, they just purchase too much from one merchant. So I'm like, what? I want it with Wells Fargo. I actually have a Wells Fargo bank. I might tell them to say it's really for convenience, it's nothing else. Because one, they do not allow me to do Zelly. So I could have done it, and as soon as I step foot in Jamaica, I cannot do Zelly. So, with that being said, I want to listen with a keen ears when I'm telling you the type of banks to open. Open the state bank, them. Open the state banks. So they have US banks that are the big US, like anywhere in the world you go, them accepted. However, they have state banks. So the state that I was in Idaho. So we had Zions, we had Mountain West, we had this name where nobody never go. Oh, one name down at Ailey. So, but those are the popular. Oh, and we have, I'm gonna forget the one that I have, Wharf Bank. So we had 3 like state banks or city banks, and I have accounts with all those 3 plus my Wells Fargo. So with state banks, they're less likely to shut down your account. Less likely. Like the only way they probably shut down your account is if it's a case where your report says somebody do a charge for your account where you never do. That's the only way that they will literally shut down your account. But you get US Bank. US Bank is a global bank as well. 0 out of 10. I literally just went on, I think it's Victoria's Secret? No. Not Victoria's Secret. I go up on, I think a fragrance net on one of them page there. And the people make them account for fraud. Because fraud is not only that you're doing illegal stuff, it means that the site that you're buying from is a fraudulent site as well. So some of the bank them, when they call them and ask why account locked down and them say fraud, is because the merchant does fraudulent activities. If you don't know, fragrance net sell the same designers but on a cheaper price as the designer. What even said you, because nothing I want to do in them just sell it on a cheaper rate. So they would be doing fraudulent activities. So when them tell us say the merchant are the fraud, or you are the fraud, and that the matter, bro. So let me shut down my account. So as I tell you, like, get the city banks and get the big bank them. Remember, oftentimes the city banks, they don't charge you anything to open the accounts. So what me do know is that I have one of the city banks that my paycheck goes to every single Friday. Every single Friday my paycheck go at the bank there. However, what I would do is my tips. Because as you guys know, I was a housekeeper, so my cash tips, it would go on my Zion and my Wharf Bank. You see it? You get what I say? I'm a Wells Fargo too. So it's like the rest of bank them I have, me use them there basically to put my smaller money in. But the bank where the city bank, I put most of my money in it because I know say either writing on the tone there, so I hardly hear so she lock down people account and ask around, guys. Whenever you're in a state and you realize that somebody went there before you, ask around. And it's okay to ask around. Like, I think that asking around really helps as well, because you have people them come at the state 2 or 3 times, ask them. ask them. If you realize they ask them again, look at attitude, at least you get the answer, but then when you ask them again, but ask around. You can even ask the employer like, hey, which bank do you recommend me opening? Ask around. Because one thing with them, they're very friendly, most of them, so just ask around. But for me, just only have the Wells Fargo, the Chase, the Bank of America, and the TD as your only bank account. No Pookie. You can go Friday, open one bank account. Yeah, have to come down. Today. Have to come down. So that's it for the banks. I have a bank account. You're gonna need money for going to the account. So I'm going to give you some tips on how I achieved my goal. I kind of achieve my goal, but do you want to achieve it a little bit more? Because you know, sometimes your goal, you set it now, but when you look, you know, kind of realistic or oh, you manage the money never, you know? So I'm going to give you guys some tips. So the very first thing is don't use your paychecks. That is something I wanted to do for myself as well. And if I got the opportunity to go a third time, I definitely do that. Don't use the paychecks. So when the paycheck come, like for me, I had a housekeeping job and I had a restaurant job. So that was cash tips. Basically, almost every day I got cash tips. Like every day I could fly. You know, sometimes this is slow and I'll get the $20 and the $5. But I know within myself that if I was there for 4 months, probably 3 months and a half, I got at least $1 from a customer. So what I did was I used those to buy food. For if I want to go down at the mall, I must see something I like, I use that. So I'd recommend getting checks. Collect a check them. Don't use a check them, booby. Don't use a check them. So just collect them and merge them. Until around August, you can look for yourself, or even 4th of July sale, you can look for yourself and spend a 5 days, because that's a time when every single brand have sale. Every single brand. And me I tell the girl is them from now, because you know, so the girl want to look good. Coach have sale almost every day. Yeah, girl. But you gotta think strategic. You gotta think very strategic. So you gotta say to yourself, so okay, if I have a job that I get cash tips, I can buy a Coach bag with the cash tips. So like a bra fin and you're splurging, make sure you say cash tips to do that. Don't use your actual paycheck to be like maintaining yourself, if you get what I say. You get it? Because that's what I did, but I still ended up using my paycheck. Because it kind of took me a long little while for process it. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, that was what you said you were doing, but you never do it. You get me? So, I would say save up your paychecks for sure. Save up your paychecks. Get a job that gives you cash tips, housekeeping, server, supermarket. Them look at somebody will get cash tips and use the cash tip to maintain you. Of course, also my paycheck, my rent come out. That's fine. But after rent, everything come out. That paycheck right there, you just save it. Just save it. Just save it. Because I see when you do that, you won't allow yourself to spend unconsciously. You see that somebody with them name Apple Pay come like say, the devil himself make it, you know. Every day, see me, yeah? Like on my money I spend. That's what I'm telling you. Cash, walk with the cash tips. So when the cash done, you know, say, no, what? I forgot to eat the kitchen lunch today, and I can't go buy nothing. Yeah. So that's like a little preview, but let's get into the actual steps. So the very first thing is write down your goals from there, Jamaica. Do not write down your goals when you go overseas, because your goals, you basically, to me, if you're in the moment of experiencing your goal, you cannot actually get the right vision of your actual goal. So I know within myself that hey, when I go on the work and travel program, I want to come back with a car. I'm in my car. Wasn't the dream car that I wanted, but I'm in my car. So you write down, you say, alright then, based on what I seen in Jamaica now, they carry myself for 2 mil. Let me say if I can budget for 1.5. Because sometimes, you know, our first car isn't going to be the car that we want, especially when we do it honest and legal. Our first car not going to be the car we want. So you write down your goals and you say, okay, I want a car. The car budget is 1.5. You know, so I want to fix up my room and I go to Jamaica. I see a bed frame for 300,000. You write down that. You say, no, so I have the student loan for PS 600 and I kind of want to pay that off. It's alright then. If I want to buy my bed and my this and my that, I can't pay the whole 600, but I put a 300k for the bed. Because fun fact, that's some people's salary for 2 weeks. So you write down your goals. If you have an auntie for payback, first of all, if you have people for payback, use your first paycheck, pay them back and forget about them. Use your first paycheck, pay them back and say bye-bye. Everything else is yours. You don't have to be like, oh my God, I have Tom, Dick, Harry for pay. I know that sometimes the first paycheck probably don't hit, especially if you come in the middle of the pay cycle or you come close to the end of the pay cycle. But you get what I mean. So like your first 2 weeks, official 2 weeks of paycheck, if you have somebody for pay back, just pay them back. Just pay them back, please. Not make it have a reason you're paying the whole summer. So you're going to budget. Write down what you want. Say to yourself, say, you know, say my room, I want to fix up my room, though. I'm going to fix up my room. That's what I did for my first year. For first year, honestly, I didn't even have a freaking goal. I just wanted to go and experience America, the culture. When I go, my sister, yeah, man, Burke's there. And that is why me squander like majority of my first year money. Like I came back to Jamaica with 15k. And if you ask me where that 15k is, I don't know. Because when I was going back on the program, I actually tried to text somebody and ask them, first of all, for go back on the program, I had to wait on my tax return to pay the agency. Zine? I hear myself for wait upon the tax return for pay the agency and then I have to ask somebody for money for pay for my plane ticket. And that should be the case for somebody who come back to Jamaica. Basically, me go September and then December I got broke and a 15k I come with. Because I had no plan, I had no vision, I had no goals. So, I understand how it feel. You work so hard, squander the money because you don't have any plan, you don't have any vision, you don't have any goals. So that's why I'm telling you, so the first time when I go up on the program, ensure that you write down all the goals you want to achieve before you go up on that plane there, because me believe in a manifestation, writing down stuff and working towards it. I don't know how people come in this manifestation thing, but you just write and it will work. No, you have to write and work on it. It's when you write and you work on it, may I tell you, so you're going to reap the rewards. So for first year work and travel, I had none of that. So me come back to Jamaica, I'm going to fix my bed, I fix up my room, and you guys knew I was outside. Every day me outside. I eat, outside. And then my work and travel money, me ever go outside. Like outside can done. I'm afraid, no. Mama said I got reach $800. I'm shocked. When me say man, I can't reach $800. Coming from 15k to $800. Now girl, I have to come down. Today. You have to come down. Say no, me do then the second time I go up and work and travel. I plan that shit. I say, alright then, your room done. You don't need no designer. Okay, you have a designer, them already girl. You don't need no designer. You just need to come back with your car. If you don't achieve nothing else, your car. You need your car. And one thing with me, I'm very big on birthdays. And my mother's birthday is in the summer. I'm not here. And it was her big 50th. So I know said that would take a bird from me. So I say, you know what? I carry my mother's birthday. So I was there just working. You know when the Dolly she started shop? Probably July. I started shopping in July. When me go shopping, you know, the girl have about 18k in her account in it. So when she come back from shopping, I have about 16k now. I tell you, so I feel everything. You see the following week? No man, I say to me a clock. Every day. Hey, do you have any extra shift I can pick up? So you see me, come say no, I have to make back that. Have to. So I actually came to Jamaica with this summer, last summer to me. But I don't know why it felt like I was working more than I was paid, because the previous year I never worked so much. And I actually made 18K the summer 2022, and then summer 2023 I make 18. No, them say I make 25K. Them say I make, you know, that the pay stub say, you know, 25. When them do them calculation and everything, that make 25K. But me come back to Jamaica with 18K. 18K me come back to Jamaica with. And 18K is gonna be let me see how much it gonna be. 18K is 2.7 mil. That me see that my account. But when I buy my car, that's not what I see. I think I saw like 15K in my account. No, it wasn't even so much. Yeah, the 15K, but the time, the exchange rate and stuff, I'm gonna spread out some of my money for my different account. And yeah, about 15K I'm come down with. I'm gonna tell you some coach down. But what I do it responsibly. I ensure that I catch a sale them, I bag them, I now make it pass over $150. Like I ensure some achieve what I want to achieve first. And the summer was pretty slow, if I be very honest. Like I had to be fighting for my dear life. But write down your goals, see how much your goals cost, how much hours you can clock during that time period. So before me even go up on the play, me write down how much hours me want clock a week, you know. My mind and people them say 40 hours a week, you know. I tell myself some want to do 80 hours a week. And I did. Most of the time I did until I lost my third job. Most of the time I did. So you have to plan, right? Don't you say, you know what? When I go, I want to come back with a car. The car what I want, I want fit. But say the fit them I go for 1.5, 2 mil. How much that in the US? I think about it. I know saying that everybody can buy the car, put taxi on road. I know not everybody can go do that. But write down your goals for yourself and try to work towards it. I know that a person have student loan for payback, auntie, uncle. Let's work with the program, write it down and say, alright, my first paycheck, I want to pay back my auntie, my uncle, I want to pay my SLB. I was getting 2K every 2 weeks, and that's what, 350? That's my school fee. So just write it down and work towards it, if I'm being very honest. And have self-control. That is something we lack as humans. Have self-control. You see, I'm telling you, look at time I go, and that's a July, you know. Look at time I go in, I'm do look at shopping, you know. I indulge in the shopping, but I come back. I say to myself, a girl I need for clock some hours. So don't bother go and spend the 5K on the shopping stuff. 5K sound a lot when you say it out of your mouth. But yes, when I check my bank statements for the summer, about that I spend for the summer. So you know, like, don't you see when you go for work and travel, you're gonna realize that $1 is just $1. And you're gonna realize, oh, that's 6K. Like, I'm gonna say it's a go rough because last year was crazy. Like, you scrape the bucket to get hours, but put in the work. And if you realize you're not get much hours, get a good experience of the United States. Hang out with different cultures, learn different things. Me love the African them. I love the fact that I can talk to them in my Jamaican dialect and they understand most of the time. I'm gonna have time to be like, yeah, bro, as I was saying, you know, I'm gonna have time. With the African them, I can say, yeah, me I go run the saying that I get a body big, them understand. Them get me, yeah. So, interact with different cultures. You can try the Philippines or Dominicans, but always have your guard up, guys. Always have your guard up. Remember, say, the way how you were brought up, they were not brought up. Remember, that's the different background, the different culture. Don't have the people them out to a podium and be like, oh, that person have a clean, because, no. Oftentimes, Jamaicans are just 9 out of 10 clean and don't make for them tardiness, make you, you know, feel uncomfortable. Oh, before I close out the video, I probably want to getting the money out here. For me personally, I kept it on my US card. I'm okay with paying that $5.10 at the bank. I'm really alright with that. Lots of people always say them change it out in Jamaica now, but to me, no, sir. When me change the Jamaican dollar, I don't feel like me not worth nothing. Like, yeah, it's so enough, you know. When I say, oh, I get 10K, 150, but you see when you pay like the money for sending come and exchange rate during Western Union and all of that, it's just too much for me. It's just a little too much. So I use it on my US card, but for persons that for safety, because as I'm telling you, the TD and the Chase and the West Fargo love take the account them, I think I can send a good portion to yourself. I know that Western Union has that feature, and my friend actually introduced me to this option when she purchased it here from me. Why I'm not see that one purple icon, you know. I'm not see it though, but may I put it on the screen if I find it, that you can send money directly to your NCB account. So you can do that as well. Stay tuned for part 2, where I let you guys know how you can use the work and travel program for attaining your first vehicle. Yeah, money out there. Money out there. Well, if I work up on the program that year, I was so happy when I came back home. I'm gonna say all of my friends them roll out with car. Every single friend I roll out with a car. I love that for the dolly them. So I actually want to invite my friend to come and talk to you guys as well, because she purchased my dream car at the time, Honda Grace. So I'm gonna link up with her and see if that we can make that work. But make sure that you guys stay tuned to part 2 on how to attain a car from the work and travel program. So that car can either be a taxi for put on the road coming on everybody want to drive, or it can be a personal vehicle for use. But I hope that you guys love this video and stay tuned for part 2. Bye.